Okay, guys, good morning. This is 6-4, elimination using multiplication. Now, again, this is 6, so it's talking about systems of linear equations, and we're just going to go and solve systems of equations by elimination with multiplication. We're going to work on this, guys, next week. So right now, it's just showing you how to do it. Right here, boom, boom, system of linear equations. Now, in this one, by multiplication, if you get the x's, they don't cancel out. The y's don't cancel out. But what we notice, or I notice, haven't they given us lines that are the same line but looking different? So basically what they can do to any line, they can multiply it by any kind of factor and change the way it looks, but it's still on the same line. So look at the bottom one down here. If I could get this one and this one to be opposite by just changing this one down here. What do you mean? Well, that's 6y, and you see how 3 is a multiple of 6? I'm sorry, 6 is a multiple of 3, and 3 will multiply by something to give you 6. What if I multiply this one by a -2? And that would be a -6 here, right? So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to get that. We're going to get that second one. Multiply it by a -2, and it becomes this. Now what happens is, if you look at this, I don't really care about this. I care that these cancel out. Now these cancel out, we'll go with x is equal to 2. Got one answer already. Now you got to go plug into x into either equation. Solve for y, and we got our answer. What do you think? Pretty easy, right? So let's just look at this one real quick. Recapping, given two equations, I noticed that there is no oppositeness. So we're going to go out here and take care of it by making one of them opposite as far as the x's or the y's. Sorry about this, a minute. So we're going to come out here and make these opposites. This one is not won't multiply anything to give you that, and that won't multiply anything to give you that. This one will multiply by something to give you that, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to find that to be a -2. Multiply this whole thing by a -2, which gives me this. First one stayed the same. Second one now looks like this. And do the regular addition method. And that's it. Let's go and practice these real quick. I'm going to give you maybe like 4 practice questions, and we're moving on, and you're on your own. So let's look at this one, right? You got to be aware of what's going on. These are not opposites. Well, I don't even care about these. No. Look at this one. 3 times 2 would give me that, right? But if I multiply by -2, these would cancel out. So I'm going to approach it like that, and I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to tell you I'm going to do that. I'm going to get this thing right here, and then multiply by a -2. That would give me a -6x minus 7y is, ooh, my bad, minus 14y is equal to a negative, whoa, wait, I'm way messing up. This is a positive, yeah, positive, negative times negative, positive, negative times negative, positive, and it becomes 38. Now, FYI, these two are exactly the same. Exactly the same. So you can't substitute back those to each other. I'm going to top one over here, 6x minus 2y is equal to 10. And I'm going to go ahead and add these up. These purposely cancel out. This gives me 12y is equal to 48. Divide by 12. Divide by 12. Y is equal to 4. Okay? Got that? Now I can plug it into, honestly, this one, to this one, or this one. I don't really want to do that. These numbers are bigger. So smaller. I'm going to go to the first one. So I'm going to get that first one down here. And go with 6x minus 2y is equal to 10. And I'm going to plug the y to be a 4. So I'm going to have 6x minus 2 times 4 is equal to 10. 6x minus 8 is equal to 10. Just add 10, add 8, add 8. 6x is equal to 18. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X is equal to 3. So my final answer for this one is 3, 4. Sorry guys, I don't know. Something's going on here. So again, in the original ones, I noticed that if I multiply the second one times the -2, these would be opposites. Looking at these right here, this one you choose. I'm not going to tell you what to do. But look, if I multiply the bottom one times the -3, these would cancel out. If I multiply this one times the -2, these would cancel out. Since I have more room, I'm just going to pick the bottom one. You know what I mean? So I multiply this one by a -3. This gives me a -3r. Ooh, my bad. Negative times negative is a negative, and this becomes a 9r. Negative times a positive gives me a negative, and this gives me a 6q. Negative times a negative gives me a positive 12. I'm going to bring down the top one over here. Remember, these two are exactly the same. I'm going to go with 9r plus q is equal to 13. These cancel out on purpose. This gives me a -5q. This gives me 25. 1 divided by -5, divided by -5. This cancels out, giving me q is equal to a -5. Now I'm looking at all this stuff. I'm going to use that second one. You know why? Because the numbers are smaller. I'm going to plug it into the second one, right? So I'm going to have 3q plus 2q is equal to a -4. And I'm going to get this right here and plug it in right there. Whoa. R. Okay. So we've got 3r plus 2 times a -5 is equal -4. And we've got 3r minus 10 is equal to a -4. Add 10, 3r is equal to 6. Divided by 3, divided by 3, and we're going to cancel these out. R is equal to 2. Okay, so my final answer are 2q -5. What do y'all think so far? We're okay on that one? Okay, so I'm going to do that there. Final answer here. Final answer here. So in this situation here, the same idea, but I noticed that none of these would cancel out if I multiply only one of them. I can't make this one a 4, this one a 3, or I can't make that one a 3 or that one a 2. So you need to choose. You can get rid of the x's. You need to choose. I can't tell you to get rid of the x's. I can't tell you to get rid of the y. You'll still get the same answer. Now, in my opinion, this is what they did. If you think what they did, they got rid of the x's. They made the x's opposite by multiplying by a 3 and multiplying by a -4. Realistically, you could multiply by a -3 here and a +4 here. And then you would have a negative here and a positive here, and they would sort of cancel out. This would be positive, negative, negative, positive. And everything would be just the opposite of it. All right? Until you finally get this, you'd get the same answer. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. I wouldn't do any of those. I would do this. You see how these are smaller? I would multiply those because I want to multiply by smaller numbers. I'd multiply this one by 3 and this one by 2. Now, in that situation, it's just a little off. So, honestly, you pick the one you want to. It doesn't matter. Now, when I would do these, the numbers in general will be a little smaller. Just keeping it a little smaller. You're going to get the same answer. So, in this situation, I'm going to follow what the book did. Okay? Now, the book, what it's saying here is basically say, hey, where do these lines cross? That's what we're trying to do. We're going to go ahead and get rid of them, the x's, by multiplying this one by a 3 and this one by a -4. That makes these cancel out. This gives me a -6. This gives me a -12 divided by -6. Boom, there it is. Same process, same everything. Get that one, plug it into either equation. I would go with probably it's the same thing actually. Whatever you want. They went for the what? Second equation? Plug that y into the second equation, do the math, and there it is. Okay? Oh, looks like they multiplied it here. My bad. So in the second one right here, they get rid of the y's first, okay? Now, this is the process I would have done it because it just keeps your numbers a little smaller. So if you look at the answers they got over here, they got an answer of 1, 2. Here, when you do the y's and get rid of the y's in the beginning, this gives me that, divide that, you still get x to be 1, right? Plug that into either equation. They went to the second equation, and we got y to be 2. So again, it doesn't matter which one you want to do, how you do it. It's up to you. You better be comfortable in your work. When you take the test at the end of the year, you're on your own. So you better be comfortable. You better be versed in the way you feel comfortable. I don't know what to tell you. I would say just be aware, be comfortable, Do it to it. Let's look at this one. Shucks. Now this one I would probably approach to get these done. You know why? Because one's already positive, one's negative. And that's it. So the top one multiplied by what? This one, I see these going to 15. You don't mind? So I'll multiply this one by a 5, this one by a 3. So the top one, I'll do it in red, would give me 25x minus 15y is equal to 30. The bottom one, I'm going to multiply it by 3. This one would give me 6x minus 15y minus 30. Then that's what I wanted, right? So these canceled out. I'm left with 31x is equal to 0. Divide by 31, divide by 31, x is equal to 0. Now look, this one, I'm sorry, I guess this one here and this one are exactly the same. You understand that? This one here and here are exactly the same. So you can plug this into any of these. Pick the one that has the smallest number so you won't be messing up. I guess I'll go with the first one. So I'll bring that one down here. 5x minus 3y is equal to 6. I'm going to get that one right there and plug it in there. So I get a negative 3y is equal to 6. Divide by negative 3. Divide by negative 3. Y is equal to a negative 2. Why didn't I write anything here, guys? Because 5 times 0 is 0, so it just drops off the face of the earth. Okay? Let's try this one over here. Now, this one, hey, guys, the question is, to be or not to be? Boom. Okay, I've been waiting for that one all year long. Haven't said it in a while. Beep, boom, boom. Okay, let's look at this one. Since these are smaller, I would get rid of these. You choose which one you want to be positive, which one you want to be negative. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, so I'm going to make these go to a 6. You don't mind? I'm going to make this one go to a negative. Gives me a negative 18.8. Negative times positive, negative 6b. Negative 6. Okay. Some of y'all may be wondering, why did you get rid of the b's and not the a's? Just because they were smaller. Could I get these to get rid of? Yes. I'd make these go to a 24, or no, wait, a 12, right? Make these go down to a 12. One positive, one negative. You choose which you want positive, you choose which one you want negative. It doesn't matter. So this one over here, multiply by 2 now. Multiply this one times 2. Now this one gives me 8a, 6b, 16. Now we can add them up. These cancel out on purpose. This gives me 10, negative 10a is equal to a negative, it says 10. Divide by negative 10, divide by negative 10, a is equal to a negative 1. Okay, so far my answer choice, ooh, I forgot to get the answer choice over here. I'll go back right now. I'm going to plug that one into, I'll go to the first one. So I'll bring that one down here. I'm going to go 6a plus 2b is equal to 2. Guys, do you hear when I say which one I'm going to plug it into? I just look at them real quick. I feel more comfortable with these. I think smaller, a little smaller than these. So that's why I went to that one. I can plug it into the second one. I'll plug it into right here. I have 6 times a negative 1 plus 2b is equal to 2. Negative 6 plus 2b is equal to 2. Add 6, 2b is equal to 8. Divide by 2, divide by 2, b is equal to 4. All right? Final answer for this one, negative 1, 4. Answer for this one, 0, negative 2. Okay? Questions over that one, guys? Come on, let's see how much time it took. Oh, half of the period. So what I'm going to do now is give you some assignment on Alex, and we'll go with 5 questions. Okay? 5 questions on Alex.